Welcome to our journey into the fascinating world of plant tissues. Today, we'll explore two incredible specialized tissues, chlorenchyma and erenchyma. We'll start with the basics, then dive deeper into their structures, functions, and amazing adaptations, moving from easy to the most challenging concepts. Get ready to discover how plants make their food and even float. Let's begin our easy exploration. Ever wondered how plants stay green and why some plants float? It all comes down to these special tissues. Plants, just like us, have different types of tissues that perform specific jobs. Parenchyma is a very basic, simple plant tissue, acting like the general packing material. Now, imagine some of these basic parenchyma cells getting a special job, making food. That's chlorenchyma. These are parenchyma cells packed with tiny green structures called chloroplasts. Their big role is photosynthesis using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to create food for the entire plant. You'll find them in all the green parts, especially in leaves, making them the plant's very own food factories. Next, let's talk about erenchyma. Think of them as the plant's built-in air bags. These are also specialized parenchyma cells, but instead of chloroplasts, they have large, empty spaces or cavities between them. These air cavities are super important for aquatic plants. They provide buoyancy, helping the plants float on water, which means their leaves can reach sunlight. They also act like a network of pipes, storing and moving gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide, especially to roots submerged in water. You can see great examples of erenchyma in plants like the water lily or lotus, helping them thrive in watery environments. Time to test your understanding of chlorenchyma and erenchyma. Think about their main roles and where you would find them in a plant. Pause the video and try to answer these 3 questions based on what we've just learned. Good luck! Now, let's take a step further and delve into the medium level. We'll explore these tissues in more detail, understanding their structure and functions more deeply. Parenchyma is the most fundamental and abundant tissue in plants. These cells are living, generally round or oval, with thin, flexible walls and a large central vacuole. They form the ground tissue in roots, stems, and leaves, essentially making up the bulk of the plant. They are versatile, involved in basic life processes like storing food and water, and crucially, they can differentiate into specialized forms like chlorenchyma and erenchyma, adapting to specific needs. Their ability to remain metabolically active is key to plant health and regeneration. Chlorenchyma cells are the heart of a plant's food production. They are essentially parenchyma cells loaded with numerous chloroplasts, the organelles containing chlorophyll, which gives plants their green color. You'll find them predominantly in the mesophyll of leaves, divided into palisade and spongy layers, and also in young green stems. Their primary function is photosynthesis, converting light energy into chemical energy in the form of sugars. This process is vital, not just for the plant itself, but as the foundation of almost all food chains on Earth. Erenchyma, on the other hand, is a remarkable adaptation for plants living in water or waterlogged soils. Structurally, it's characterized by a network of large, interconnected air cavities or channels within the parenchyma tissue. These spaces can form either by cells separating from each other or by some cells undergoing programmed death to create lacuna. This tissue is crucial for 2 main reasons. Firstly, it provides buoyancy, helping aquatic plants float and keep their leaves exposed to sunlight. Secondly, it facilitates gas exchange, acting like an internal breathing system to transport oxygen to submerged roots and carbon dioxide to photosynthetic parts, allowing the plant to survive in low-oxygen environments. Now that we've explored chlorenchyma and erenchyma at a medium level, it's time for some practice. Pause the video and challenge yourself with these 5 questions. Think about the details of their structure, location, and specific functions. You've got this. Ready to dive deeper? In the hard level, we'll analyze the intricate adaptations and theoretical connections of these amazing tissues. Parenchyma cells are incredibly versatile, and their inherent plasticity allows them to specialize. Chlorenchyma, for instance, exhibits cellular architecture perfectly optimized for photosynthesis. In leaves, palisade chlorenchyma cells are tightly packed to maximize light absorption, while spongy chlorenchyma has large air spaces for efficient carbon dioxide diffusion. Chloroplasts within these cells can even move to optimize light capture and prevent damage. Erenchyma, on the other hand, is a crucial adaptation to anaerobic stress. In waterlogged soils, submerged roots face oxygen deficiency. Erenchyma acts as an internal ventilation system, transporting atmospheric oxygen to these oxygen-starved parts, ensuring their survival. Its formation is often triggered by ethylene, a plant hormone, which initiates programmed cell death or cell separation to create the air channels. Let's compare these two specialized tissues more directly. Chlorenchyma is primarily involved in photosynthesis, identifiable by its numerous chloroplasts, and is found in the green, aerial parts of plants. Its air spaces are generally smaller, designed to facilitate CO2 diffusion for metabolic use. Erenchyma, conversely, is specialized for buoyancy and gas exchange, characterized by large, interconnected air cavities, and is predominantly found in aquatic or waterlogged plants. Chloroplasts are typically absent or sparse in its submerged forms, as light is not reaching these parts. Both tissues are vital for plant survival, representing divergent evolutionary pathways of parenchyma specialization tailored to distinct environmental pressures. The specialization of chlorenchyma for photosynthesis involves complex metabolic pathways. For example, in C4 plants, specific chlorenchyma cells in the mesophyll and bundle sheath work together to efficiently concentrate CO2, minimizing wasteful photorespiration. This is a remarkable evolutionary adaptation to hot, dry environments. Erenchyma's ability to transport gases isn't just simple diffusion. In some plants, a slight pressure gradient can drive bulk flow of gases, making it even more efficient. This Venturi effect helps overcome the slow diffusion rates in water. These adaptations highlight how plants have evolved sophisticated solutions to thrive in diverse and often challenging environments, connecting tissue structure directly to physiological function and ecological niche. Now, let's challenge your understanding with some harder questions. These questions require you to think critically about the adaptations, mechanisms, and comparative aspects of chlorenchyma and erenchyma. Take your time, analyze, and formulate your answers. Good luck! Welcome to the hardest level. Here, we'll explore the cutting-edge details, competitive insights, and even engineering principles behind chlorenchyma and erenchyma. Prepare for a deep dive into plant biology. The inherent plasticity of parenchyma cells is foundational to their specialization. These totipotent cells can differentiate based on specific environmental and hormonal cues. For chlorenchyma, light exposure and cytokinin hormones are key in promoting chloroplast development and chlorophyll synthesis. Erenchyma formation, often a stress response, is primarily mediated by ethylene, which triggers either programmed cell death, lysogeny, or controlled cell separation, schizogeny, in specific cortical cells. This intricate cellular reprogramming allows plants to adapt structurally and functionally to their immediate environment, from optimizing light capture to surviving oxygen-deprived conditions. Understanding these differentiation pathways is crucial for competitive biology. Chlorenchyma's photosynthetic efficiency goes beyond basic light absorption. Chloroplasts within these cells possess highly organized photosystems and light-harvesting complexes that maximize energy conversion. They even exhibit photolocation movements, adjusting their position to optimize light capture or avoid photodamage. In C4 plants, distinct mesophyll and bundle sheath chlorenchyma cells collaborate in a Kranz anatomy to concentrate CO2, significantly reducing photorespiration. Erenkima is a marvel of bioengineering. Its formation, often ethylene-mediated, involves precise cellular mechanisms. In some plants, a pressure-driven gas flow, akin to a Venturi effect, enhances gas transport through these channels. Furthermore, roots in anoxic environments develop a subaceous outer layer, a radial oxygen loss barrier, to prevent oxygen from diffusing out, ensuring its delivery to the root tips. These are sophisticated biological engineering solutions for survival. The ecological and economic relevance of these tissues is profound. Chlorenchyma forms the very basis of nearly all food chains, driving primary productivity across terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. Its efficiency in carbon fixation is critical for global carbon cycling. Erenkima, on the other hand, is vital for the colonization of wetlands, supporting rich biodiversity and ecosystem services like water purification. Agriculturally, Erenkima in rice is crucial for its cultivation in flooded paddies, making it a staple for billions. Understanding its genetics and physiology is key to breeding flood-tolerant crops. These tissues represent fundamental biological solutions that have shaped life on Earth and continue to impact human civilization, showcasing their deep biological classification and evolutionary success across diverse plant groups. Looking ahead, the study of Chlorenchyma offers immense potential for biomimicry, inspiring artificial photosynthetic systems and advanced solar energy technologies. Its efficient light harvesting and co-to-fixing mechanisms provide blueprints for sustainable energy solutions. Similarly, the structural and functional principles of Erenkima can inform the design of self-buoyant materials, microfluidic devices, and efficient aeration systems for various engineering applications. This cross-disciplinary approach highlights the enduring legacy and impact chain of these basic biological tissues, from fundamental plant survival to global food security and future technological innovations, making their study incredibly relevant for competitive exams and real-world problem-solving. Now, let's tackle the first set of 5 challenging questions. These questions demand a deep analytical understanding of the cellular mechanisms, physiological adaptations, and ecological implications of Chlorenchyma and Erenkima. Take your time to formulate comprehensive and accurate answers, drawing upon all the knowledge we've covered. Good luck! Here are the remaining 5 questions to further test your advanced understanding. These delve into competitive depth, engineering insights, and the broader impact of these specialized tissues. Consider all angles and connections, thinking like a scientist or an engineer. Your detailed responses will showcase your mastery of the topic. All the best! And that brings us to the end of our in-depth exploration of Chlorenchyma and Erenkima. We've journeyed from basic definitions to advanced biological and engineering insights. I hope you found this journey enlightening and that it deepens your appreciation for the incredible adaptations of plants. For more such comprehensive educational content and to supercharge your learning, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting lessons. Keep learning, keep exploring, and stay curious.